be, of course, white lies. People tell white lies all the time in order to prevent someone from getting harmed from the truth. But imagine if we took away the rights for people to speak lies. We believe that, first of all, social interactions would be extremely disastrous. A white lie is a lie that is not intended to harm the person being lied to. Indeed, it's often intended to benefit them by making them feel good or preventing their feelings from being hurt. Most people would approve that a white lie would be a regard of telling the truth, but as a bad thing to do. So white lies are only for beneficial purposes. So being totally honest in some cases would of course create unpleasantness or be offensive. And we believe that white lies are signs of civility. So sometimes when the stakes are high and lies are necessary to safeguard someone's well-being, in these types of situations, of course lying for the sake of protecting yourself or loved ones is deemed to be acceptable. Not only do white lies help others around you, it also helps you as well. So telling yourself a few small lies can help boost your self-confidence or self-esteem, and may be even self-fulfilling prophecy. So when you feel more confident, you might just work harder because of that. And we as scientists believe that the sole purpose of inventing drugs and medicines should be to benefit human lives. We believe that there are several basic requirements for inventing medicines or drugs. First of all, legality, and second, if it's actually beneficial to humans or not. And third would be market demands, meaning that if we actually need this type of medicine or not. However, this drug does not meet any of the points above. Therefore, we believe, as scientists, we should destroy it without letting others know. And before I move on, I'd like to take a view. So I've said before, I've talked about the benefits of white lies, and after I do some explaining, I will be talking about how it actually harms the human rights. So the medicine, we believe that the medicine is simply morally incorrect. These people are going against their wills to take the drug. Why? So our second principle, harming human rights. When people are forced to take these type of pills, it means that they no longer have control over what they say. First of all, it's infringing privacy. When people are forced to say only the truth, they no longer have their own privacy. And second, no freedom to choose what they can say. When we limit people to stop them from saying what they want, they no longer have this freedom or whatsoever. So why is this unjustified? Violating human rights will never be justified. And the opposition cannot come up and say that violating these human rights is justified when you are forcing them to take this drug. So second of all, my second argument would be that selling this drug, doing so, it's putting people in a state of sedation and hypnosis, eliminating the brain's control over behavior, and making people subconsciously respond to problems. And this is a behavioral problem. So since a lie is a deceptive behavior, the brain must be placed in this pretend mode in order to lie successfully. In other words, lying is a more advanced and complex brain activity. And when the brain is paralyzed by drugs, people's abilities to proactively lie will be weakened. So you are basically weakening these people's abilities and their brain abilities. So, and before I move on, are there any POIs? Yeah, and I will be explaining why this can be harmful as well when it is put on markets. So, what can this drug be used for? For example, medically, in hospitals, or through criminals or interrogation systems. First of all, we believe that it is not a concern of freedom of knowledge. Why? Because these people simply chose to believe those lies. We do not recognize the harms. We do recognize the harms of lies that are meant to be harmful. However, these people are choosing to believe those lies, even at the point when some of them are already aware that these people are telling lies. We cannot stop this from happening. In countries such as the United States, they believe that all statements said by people are the truth until they are proven not to be. These big countries value and trust their citizens and their human rights. However, this is going against the law to force these people to take this drug against their own will. Innocent until proven guilty, of course. Criminals are allowed to lie. They can lie however they want. However, it doesn't matter how much they lie because there will still be evidence against them. Why would we need to go to the extent to threaten people in order to make them tell the truth? It isn't legit because there are other ways for people to get information without forcing them to tell the truth. So now I'll be responding to your POI. First of all, we believe that it creates more distrust and lying in the community. Why? Because people can lie about them already taking the pill, even though they did not. This creates more distrust between people and the communities. How would you know if they took the pill or not? They could simply lie and tell you that you did. So what about this drug or medicine that is being sold on the market, there are certain types of people who would start going around and telling others that they have taken the drug when they have not. Why is this harmful? So when someone lies about the fact that they have taken the drug, this leads to the people around them thinking that everything that they have said is an immediate truth. And not only can this drug be used to lie to people, it can also be used as a weapon. Now, if it's sold on the market and you can purchase it really easily, people would start buying it and, for example, drugging innocent people and putting it in their drinks without their own consent. So they're basically going against their wills. When they have the ability to lie, you're taking this ability and you're basically forcing them to be telling the absolute truth all the time. This is an invasion of privacy, we believe. So see, not only does this drug infringe human rights and privacy unjustified and creates more distrust and lying within the communities, it is also against the law of all the reasons above, probably opposed.
이야,
Keep saying